Hello friend, RG12 here again. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's an overcast, slightly starting to rain type of day today in South Cumbria, northwest England. I just want to start this video off by just saying, I'm sure everybody will agree, but let's hope that there's a breakthrough with the peace and ceasefire in the Middle East. From whatever side of the equation you're on, we should all strive for the same thing. We've had a lot of false dawns, but we can only hope that this will be different. Well, what I wanted to talk to you about today was mental health, veterans and the NHS treatments. I've struggled for years after being in the forces and seeing combat in the Falklands War with mental health and PTSD. The problem we've got is when you go to the GP with whatever ailment, they look at your medical records and they see that you're suffering from PTSD, mental health problems. So from the GP's point of view, they look at everything through this prism of mental health. And obviously we do get other things that go wrong with us. Like at the moment I'm having a bit of a battle with high blood pressure, and possibly that is connected to anxiety and trying to relax. But when I first felt very unwell a couple of years ago, like I was going to faint, it seemed I had to go to the GP probably on the third occasion before they even started to look at other things that could be possibly wrong with me apart from mental health and PTSD. And it was only because I persisted and said, no, there's something not right, there's something wrong and I need it sorting, that they did check. Lo and behold, I did have high blood pressure, and now I've got tablets to try and reduce them. And they've just increased it to a different strength and a different medication. So hopefully they will make a difference. If you watch my other video about how everything went wrong getting a blood pressure monitor, you'll understand the frustration that I can feel, and a lot of us can. So the point is, you shouldn't just look at everything through a mental health prism. We do have other things that go wrong with us. The best example of this I can give you is a soldier who I served with, I knew very well. He kept going to his GP saying he didn't feel very well. Same thing happened with him. Oh, it's just you're feeling anxious, it's post-traumatic stress, you'll be okay, drink some herbal tea, relax, meditate, that type of thing. lo and behold, it wasn't any of that. He ended up with myeloma, which was a big shock. And I'm not saying they could have helped the condition earlier, but who knows? It wasn't mental health, it was cancer, terminal cancer. So that's one good example, bad example, or an example, at least an example of what can go wrong if you don't take things and look at things from a different angle sometimes. And I feel like that's what I'm going through all the time when I'm visiting the GPs. One of the doctors I saw on several occasions didn't even take my blood pressure reading. So what are you supposed to do? That's what you're up against. But as we say, you just got to soldier on. That's what I'm doing. I went for a run before. This is another problem that I've been having. I got about halfway around on my run and I got intense pain in my foot. That much that I had to stop. Now it's okay walking. I'm okay, I'm walking now and it's not hurting. But when I start running, it hurts. And you jokers out there will say don't run then. Yeah, I get it. But it's sort of the top part of my foot where your ankle joins across the top. So if there's anybody out there watching this that might have an idea what that could be, then please let me know in the comments. I mean, I would imagine a lot of things. Advice is just rest it. But I don't want to just rest it. I want to keep my body moving if possible. I just took a tablespoon, started this morning, a tablespoon of olive oil, good quality olive oil from Greece, because apparently that's really good for your heart, your cardiovascular system. So I'm going to try and stick doing that. All I've noticed that since I've taken this new medication is I feel there's a few palpitations, but I have had them over the years on and off, and they're horrible when it happens, like your heart jumps. But here we are at the back again, me and Rocky, unless you didn't guess. There he is. Yeah, you see him? I don't know if he wants to have a drink today. Probably not. Can't blame him. I'm using my old phone today because I've noticed when I upload them onto YouTube through my iPhone, it's not coming out on a 16.9 resolution. So you're getting a small image on the television. It looks pretty naff. I looked on my wife's iPhone, which is a newer model, and on the camera settings they have a little arrow where you can change the resolution. On my iPhone it doesn't have this. You can't seem to change it. So if anybody knows how I can do that, please let me know. This phone's quite good. I got this because I'm quite clumsy when I break things and drop things. And ironically, I did drop this phone and broke the screen. Everything else still works. So, yeah, it's good pitch quality. The sound's quite good when I've got my microphone plugged in. So I was going to give this one another go. So I just think it looks better, doesn't it, in 16 quad. I'm sure you all really want to see more of me. Really, yeah. No, I know you want to see this chap, Rocky. Don't blame you. So yeah, my main topic today is GPs understanding veterans, everybody really. Now they tell you, oh, you're a veteran and you should get priority treatment. I don't want priority treatment. I just want the same treatment as everybody else, just good, decent, fair treatment. That's it. That's all we ask. So everybody wants that fair treatment. When we're ill, it doesn't matter. When you're ill, it doesn't matter what religion you are, what colour you are, what job you used to have. I just happen to be a soldier. My choice. But I'm not better than the fireman, the policeman, the medic. You know, when they're ill. That's just my point. And we know they do a wonderful job. So yeah, you can tell that winter chills in the air. Oh, it's not that chilly, but just that feeling. I went to a garden centre yesterday. There was a big Christmas display on. I videoed it for a bit of footage, and like a fool, I must have accidentally pressed on one of them the slow motion button on the camera, so that didn't work. But if I go back again, I'll do some more videoing. I know it's not even Halloween yet, is it? And that's another thing that, I don't know if it's because you get older, but I find that everything seems to be speeding up. It's all joined together, isn't it? You get Halloween, and all of a sudden but then you got remembrance, which is very important to me. And then before you know it, it's Christmas, and the adverts are all squeezed together, and then just as Christmas is finishing, you're getting adverts for summer holidays and back to Easter, and then it keeps going, the Groundhog Day. But I think it is a fact that the older you get, time speeds up. Who can remember being a kid and having their 6 weeks summer holidays? It seemed like 6 months when you were a kid, didn't it? But it flies past, doesn't it? I'm sure other people find that as well. But it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, does it? Depends what your health's like, what friends and family you've got around you. And we all know how terrible it is being lonely. That's another thing that gets me is Christmas. They have a big big surge on trying to get homeless people a bed just because it's Christmas, which is brilliant, isn't it? It shouldn't just be for Christmas, should it? You know, here's a bed for the night, and then you're back out on the streets again. And that's before you get me started on other people who haven't contributed a penny towards this country being put up in luxury hotels and living the high life. Now, like I said about, I'm a veteran, and it really angers me when I read about veterans living rough on the streets. It still angers me for anybody living rough on the streets, regardless of what their profession was. But as you can imagine, when you fought for this country and risked your life for this country, it makes it doubly more frustrating. I'm sure a lot of you will agree. Sensible people will agree. Other people will always take issue with you. It's like, I'm probably shouldn't be, but I'm on Twitter, or X as it's called now, and I've had to protect my account. So because of people posting nasty comments. Don't get me wrong, I'm big and ugly and hard enough to take it. But in the past, when I was a bit younger and ugly and hard enough, I used to waste a lot of time answering anonymous idiots online. And what's the point? I've learned now. Once they cross that threshold where it becomes abuse, absolutely no point. They ain't going to change their opinion. So I just ignore, block, move on. Because that is a better way of dealing it for my mental health. Some of the comments that I've had from the left and other groups have been absolutely disgraceful and made to create as much hurt as possible. Once again, always usually from an anonymous source. I'm not anonymous, everybody knows who I am. I don't hide for anyone. I'm proud of what I do. I explain why I fly my flag. I'm a veteran, and I'll never apologise for it, as we've mentioned before. But I'm just not putting up anymore with idiots just wanting to get a reaction. It's not going to happen. So I've protected my account on there, on X. Not ideal, because you can't answer everybody, and people can't retweet your stuff, which is not very good when you're an author like I am. But it's my choice to talk about what I want to talk about. Same as one of you. I could have, in fact I did think about it. I thought at one time with the YouTube channel, just keep away from politics. But it's difficult. It's difficult. I failed. And I'm going to get flack on here from somebody. But that's why we go to war. That's what men have all gone to war for the years. For a right to our freedom of expression. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't want it to be a one-track channel. That's why I do a little bit of cooking. I hope you did it. Well, say me, I videoed it. My wife did a carrot soup, quick carrot soup, knocked it up because she's a good cook. I put that on. Bit of variety. Some people stick to their niche, and maybe that's what I should do. I don't know, but I'm not. Mine's probably a little bit of what I'm doing now. A little bit of cooking, a little bit of holidaying. I'd love to be one of these vloggers that can go on these holidays and these cruises, and then because they're monetised, they make a living out of it. Well done to them. Although I enjoy going away on holiday, and I won't want it to think like it's work. I'll video some of what I get up to in November when I go away, but I'm not going to let it consume my entire holiday. It's not worth it. Just when you've paid good money. I just want to say thanks to those people that have recently subscribed to me. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. It really makes this veteran happy. Another bit of advice I would give anyone, and I said the same when people asked me about writing. I said, don't get into writing if you're doing it solely to make money, because you'll be bitterly disappointed unless you're a miracle case like a J.K. Rowling or an Andy McNab, which is highly unlikely. And it's the same with YouTube, I think. Don't get too obsessed with checking how many people. And I'm my worst critic, because I've been there, I've done it. But I'm starting to realise that to stop watching these videos try and give you a magic cure to success. I'm sure some of their points are really valid, but the way I'm approaching it now, just crack on, do what you're doing, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I think that's the best way of doing it. That's my way I'm going to do it, and I hope the small amount at the minute, but it will grow, people that are watching this channel. I've enjoyed what I'm doing. Like I say, the support means a lot. It's starting to rain a bit more now, so I'm going to get off. But thanks for listening, wherever you are in the world. And God bless. RG12 out.